Gaston Plante invents the first rechargeable battery and lead acid battery. So it checks out. Bottled-In-Bond Act of 1897, March 3rd, I believe it was a Wednesday, was the first Consumer Protection Act that was passed in the United States regarding consumable alcohol beverage. Now, the reason they did that was to protect the consumers against all these corners that producers were trying to cut. Obviously, aging whiskey takes a very long time. To cut those corners, they would walk down to their local saloon, grab a spittoon out of the corner, dump it in there to give it some color, grab some, battery acid. They were putting battery acid in there to give it some twang. So they're doing a lot of
batteries back then.
That's a good. I think. Well, when was the? Let me see. When was the battery invented? Gaston Plante invents the first rechargeable battery and lead acid battery. So it checks out. Some dude named Gaston, invented the battery, early 1800s. And your producers would take those batteries and remove the acid from it and put it into the whiskey to give it that tannic, that twang that a really nice aged bourbon would have. And they were killing people. Obviously, we don't want to kill people. So that's where the Bottled-In-Bond Act of 1897 originated. So here at Watershed, we're really proud of our Bottled-In-Bond. There's a lot that goes into making Bottled-In-Bond. It's one of the hardest spirits in the world to make, in my opinion. First, you have to follow all of the rules of bourbon. It has to be made of 51% corn, has to be made in the United States, can't come off the still any higher than 160, can't go into a barrel any higher than 125, can't be bottled at any lower than 80 proof. On top of all those rules, you have your Bottled-In-Bond rules, and that includes the whiskey has to be a minimum of 4 years old from one distillery in one distilling season, and it has to be exactly 100 proof. Can't be less, can't be more. And with all of those rules combined, that's what makes this spirit the hardest in the world to make.